Hey, coach, I know not the result that you wanted, but did you see the fight that you wanted to see and the intensity that you wanted to see from your team here tonight?
Yeah, I thought we played with energy. I thought we played with urgency. Their big three seemed like they everything they threw up went in, and they do a good job of executing, spacing the floor. When they see double teams, they get the ball out, and they make plays. And it seemed like every time we would get close, they would stop that momentum with a made bucket.
Yeah, in that fourth quarter, you guys cut it down to, I think it was 3 or 4 points at one point. I guess defensively, what did you want to see differently those last like 6, 7 minutes, I guess?
Some of those balls not go in, but I mean, it's just really tough when you got DeRozan on one wing and you're trying to get the ball out of his hands, and the ball is rotated to Levine on the other side. So it's like really pick your poison. Both of those guys are very capable of scoring with single coverage. We wanted to mix in some double teams, and they did a good job of getting the ball out of the rotation and knocking down some shots. Vucevic knocked down some big shots in the second half. We just didn't get enough stops.
Yeah, it did seem like a shootout. I know you said you wanted to see that leadership, especially from your veterans. Cam Reddish was one of those guys that was red hot tonight. What did you see from him?
Yeah, well, I thought, both he and Trae got into a pretty good rhythm. We were able to, run some sets. I thought Trae did a good job of finding the perimeter. Both Bogey and Cam was on the receiving end of some of those kickouts. I like the fact that we were aggressive and we got into the penalty early. I thought early in that game, we started to settle for some quick jump shots, and that led to some transition baskets, and it really bailed them out. So we talked about being more aggressive, attacking the basket, getting to the free throw line. I thought we did that in the second half.
When you guys got the second negative test for Trae, just how much of a boost did that give the team before the game in the locker room? It was only like an hour and a half before.
Of course, you're excited to get your guy back, and we were sitting here waiting, and as I said to you, everything is up until the start of the game. The last minute, guys are able to get a negative result and play, and then they are taken out of the locker room because of positive. So it's really just a strange time, but it was good to get him back. I was concerned about his wind, his conditioning, but he said he'd been running on the treadmill the entire time, and his wind, his conditioning looked pretty good.
On Zoom, we have a question from Christo Saltas.
Hello, coach. Hope you're doing well. Despite the outcome, how different was the pace of the game with Trae on the floor for you guys?
How different was the pace?
Yes.
I like the pace. I like the tempo. We needed to get more stops to, try to get out and run before their defense was set. But with, some new guys out on the floor, I thought we did a pretty good job of executing, getting shots that we wanted, getting the ball in the hands of the guys. We wanted to have the ball. Trae, Cam, Bogey really did a nice job of, getting themselves free, executing, and knocking down some shots. So, we just needed to, stop their momentum. I thought it was a couple possessions in there where they scored 3-4 straight times in a row, and we just could not, stop the momentum and change the momentum of the game.
Some of those guys that you were talking about, I mean, Shawnee Brown had 9 rebounds. I think I know the emphasis that you always put on rebounding, but what did you see out of him, especially in that starting five?
Yeah, we wanted to try to find out who to start at the 4 position, and he had really more experience, and so we started him at the 4. We felt that he could defend and rebound, and really kind of play off of our guys. Thought he did a nice job. I thought Malcolm came in the second half and did a real nice, solid job for us. So, those guys not playing with us before came in and contributed some good minutes.
We also have a question from Chris Vivamore on Zoom.
Yes, sir. Just kind of wonder if when you get Trae Young back that late, can you explain to me a little bit about how you used him playing the entire first and third quarters? What was the thought
Yeah,
process?
I talked to Trae before the game, and I really talked to him early today, and we talked about the possibility that he may be able to return, and then I had to talk with our trainers and Trae about his conditioning, because we really didn't know. We knew he couldn't get to a gym, but he had been running and lifting in his home on a treadmill to try to keep his cardio up. And, I talked to him about how I wanted to sub him during the game. And we didn't do that. I was going to get him early because I felt like he would be winded, but he was able to asked him midway through the first quarter how he felt. So he felt great. And so we kept him in. And it was tough to really take him off the floor, with our young backups and the rotation, our bench that we had, not familiar with our sets. All right.